Everyone, welcome back to another CIR League race recap. We are on the track of Monaco for race 7. This was last Sunday, and I'll just go right to the start of the race. This is the formation lap, and I'll just go through whatever happens in the race. Also, at the end, I'm gonna do a few test laps on the next track, which is Canada. But for now, let's just look at the race, which didn't go too well for me, as you'll see in this video. So. Race start, pretty normal. We get an average start, it's not better than anyone else's. I'll actually have to look at this view, this is a bit better. We go through the first few corners, all good. No real contact unless we go back here. There's quite a big shunt between the Jaguar and the Ferrari. The Jaguar hits the Ferrari and then he just gets sent into orbit. I don't know what happens to his car here, but it just gets stuck into the wall and then upside down. He's lucky to continue because his car gets flipped the right way around. But then right here in the hairpin I get punted by the Williams, just like last week, and my rear wing got... I'm actually lucky that my rear wing didn't fall off there, otherwise my stop would have lasted way longer. The reason my front wing fell off is because while I was turning around my teammate hit me. I'm happy my teammate didn't suffer from anything in this race. From when I inspected him when I was on the grid, I saw he had a penalty, and he ignored the penalty for the rest of the race. He couldn't really do anything about it at the end, and he got disqualified eventually. So here I am without a front wing. I struggled to get out of the way there. I'm very sorry to that Sauber. Then I let the Ferrari pass as well, and yeah, that's basically the first lap gone. I was quite annoyed at this point because I've not in all the races I've competed so far, I have not been in the fight for the top. I've always, because in Imola I started at the back. At Imola I started at the back, then the next race was Spain, I spun myself, then Austria I got hit in the back, and now here I got hit in the back again. I don't think I would have gone through this race incident free, I'm not saying that, because this track was really difficult, obviously. But it's quite frustrating. I've not been able to fight for the top that much. So then I was stuck behind the Jaguar, who also had to pit because of a front wing. And he basically lets me by here, I don't know why, I think he just felt I was faster. But yeah, we pass him, and something happened. I don't know if I already pitted here. Yeah, the Ferrari was here right of... I can see now, I actually just didn't give a shit and just punted him out the way. And Nathan Artief, I had a little bit of a trouble with him in the warm-up laps as well, because he couldn't get out of the way, and I think I bumped him for the third time today. Then he missed the pits, I guess, I don't know. So yeah, the Jaguar had gone back and front, but I'm trying to see where that happened. I think he let me through here, so... Oh yeah, that was it. How can I forget? So here we go. Into the corner. I hit the inside wall, and yep. There we go. And we can see the Ferrari there, limping through the tunnel, and here I am just trying to turn the car around. I had a bit of trouble there, because whenever I'm turning around, I switch off my traction control, so it's easier to turn around. You can see that my rear wing is a bit bent there. Yeah, it's but it's not that damaged. Continue here, see what else is going on. I'm bound to make, yeah, there you go. So this Sauber in front of me hits the wall there and comes back onto the racing line. Obviously he can't do anything about that, and I should have been more cautious. I mean, there were yellow flags and I didn't do anything to avoid it, and I just spun into the wall and then hit my rear wing against the wall as well. And that's just basically, at this point my race was already ruined, but I could still get points. And here we go into the pits to well, try and make something of this race, which was not really going that well. I go into the pits for a scheduled pit stop, or I changed my strategy somehow. But here, this battle was awesome with this Ferrari, although it wasn't really a battle. There's no way to battle on this track. But what I'm trying to say is that I tried to go for a few moves. Sorry for the horrible sound of the sped up clip, of course. I'm trying to act like I'm going for the inside. That didn't work. He wasn't really easily fooled. He was one of the smart drivers I encountered thus far in the league. I even tried to go around the outside, obviously that's not going to work. Then a switchback also didn't work. I was very close on his rear here, but then at the same time someone there came out of the pits. I wouldn't have gone to the inside anyway, so wouldn't have been a move, but the Sauber there goes out of the way very nicely. And oh yeah, that's a fun one. I think I actually just missed my breaking point here. Yeah, I had to avoid him. I didn't expect him to slow that much. We'll continue. Let's see what happens. I don't think anything else happens here. I think I'm trying it one more time in the first corner. And I was quite close here. It's still nothing. I was on his arse the whole time. There was nowhere to pass. And well, that was the 4th time I hit a Ferrari that day. I didn't pass him while he was still spinning. I felt that was just unsportsmanlike if I did that. We'll go continue on a bit more. Pitted for. Oh yeah, I pitted to try and undercut him, and that eventually worked because now he's pitting, and he lost his front wing. Hold on, I didn't see this. How did he lose his front wing? I was still behind him at this point. Here I go into the pits, but in the mirrors. Oh, he went too far into turn 1. Okay, no, I never saw that. So that's. I thought he came in front of him because I had better pace, but he was slower because of his front wing. So he comes behind me. Don't know where I am at the moment. Yeah, I am in front of him. Okay, I was a bit confused. It didn't show me in the right position. So we go, continue. Not sure where it happens. It will happen eventually. You'll see it. Yeah, there I am, stuck on the apex of that one corner. Without a front wing, but there was more loose on my car than just the front wing, as you're about to see here, coming through the swimming pool section, and well, I just went straight into the wall, and then a massive shunt into the wall, breaks off my rear tire, my rear wing as well, and I was lucky because the leaders were coming around, and managed to avoid me thankfully, because these two have been battling all race. We can continue a bit on with these guys, because that's only the real thing that happened between these two. I think it was. I don't know exactly where it was. Yeah, it was. Then we just. Yeah, exactly. This incident. This is what I wanted to see. I didn't see the full race. I think I left for dinner when this was happening. But he basically gets through by cutting the corner, or like, yeah, there was no way you could actually give enough room here. So I'm not surprised. There were a lot of corner cuts this track, this race, but there weren't a lot of restrictions. The Benetton lets him through anyway, and later the Benetton said he had braking failure, so yeah, he couldn't fight for the win anymore, even though he has been leading the race for the whole time, so that's kind of sad on his part. And yeah, then the race finished, I think, right about, wait, one more lap I think, yeah. So yeah, that's it, and then Reith, or Somber in second. His teammate Barlock in third, who I actually tried battling this race, but yeah, I was being stupid. Raymond in fourth, pretty for him losing the front wing in the first lap, and he just coming back for to finish fourth. That's an incredible result for him. Benz also made a few mistakes, but still managed to P5. I could have actually managed to P5 as well. Maybe if I didn't make that many mistakes, I could have done P4. Yeah, there I am. And then Camille had atrocious race. After he hit me, everything went downhill, or like it was going well for him. And then I don't know what part he completely lost it. He already had some suspension issues, as you can maybe see to his steering wheel. He's trying, even on the straight line, he has to hold the steering wheel in a specific way to not veer off into the left or right. So here it's still fine, and here he lost his front wing. Okay, it's up in here somewhere. Huh, that's strange, huh? What the hell happened? Did he hit the inside wall? I don't know. This guy has a little bit of a jet to the... Oh, okay, yeah, nah, never mind. Okay, now I know what's happening here. What the fuck is happening? Oh, there we go. Yeah, without a rear wing, there's no way you're gonna make that corner. He just slides into the wall. Okay, now I get it. Now I get why he had suspension damage all race. He tried to continue. He was 10 laps behind by the end of the race. And he constantly lost his front and rear wing because obviously the car was so unstable because of the suspension damage, and he had to pit every single time. You can just see how many times he lost parts of his car, and he eventually did finish the race in front of me in P6, but he was 10 laps behind, so he didn't really qualify, or he didn't get classified. Other than that, I don't think anything else happened this race. Obviously my team got disqualified, which is not what we're looking after, but he couldn't do anything about it. I wasn't really... I mean, I've only just joined McLaren and I've done worse than him, so I can't really complain. Nathan, has been in the pits for the longest, because his car was also that damaged he couldn't even continue anymore, which is better than what Camille did. Camille still tried to make something of it. I mean, that's commendable, but it was impossible. I don't know why he tried it. Yeah, after my shunt, I want to look at it again, because it was quite a massive one. I think the biggest one of the race. We'll look at it from an onboard view. Hit the wall, and yeah, that's how I saw it. I wasn't completely paying attention, and well, the race was already ruined from the start by getting hit in the rear. I'll see if I can find it again here. Bang. I was, yeah, it was unfortunate. He was battling with my teammate, so I can understand where it came from, but it's still so, like, it shouldn't be happening, especially not in the first lap. He was battling, he was already in front. I mean, Alex did go down the inside, but still, Williams just braked too late, and well, my race was ruined again. But enough about that. That was actually all that was to this race, at least from what I can tell. So yeah, now we're going to test it. It's already on test day. We'll go to Canada, of course. That's the next track.
Located on the Ile Notre Dame, just minutes away from downtown Montreal, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve combines short straights with an uninspiring selection of slow to medium speed chicanes and one hairpin. Despite being a dedicated motorsports facility, the barriers around circuit Gilles Villeneuve are very close to the track, giving the circuit a distinctly street feel.
Okay, I hate why I don't know why my steering wheel is doing that. Hold on, I need to restart.
Located on the
I don't know, for some reason my steering wheel has been a bit weird lately.
The circuit Gilles Villeneuve combines,
well, let me just drive out the test
with an uninspiring selection of slow to medium speed chicanes and one hairpin.
Yeah, I had the same. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. That's exactly what I had in Canada. And I don't know why it's so hard to get out of the garage there, but I had the same problem in Canada. My steering wheel lost force feedback, and that made driving a bit more uncomfortable. Not the main reason I crashed, but it was... I can safely say it was kind of the problem. Anyway, yeah, Canada, I already had a preset setup, but this setup really doesn't feel right with me. It's very hard to turn the car, even with almost full lock. Like, it's understeer, but then on the curves it's insanely oversteer. It could be that the car is too stiff. But it just feels, it doesn't feel good, so I might have to just tune it a little bit more, but I'll just do a few laps to, see, it should actually steer more. It steers too smoothly. I know that sounds a bit weird, so that's a bad thing. By the way, oh dear. I tested this track yesterday, and this is what happened. The grid slots are insanely bumpy. They're like a few pixels higher than the track, and it makes it very undrivable in the straight. But I'll just complete a lap here, see what I can do. And then once we're on the start-finish straight, I can show you again what is wrong with that straight. I don't know how it's going to get fixed for the upcoming race, because I don't want to risk going over the bumpy track, going over a track that's so bumpy on the start-finish straight, especially at the race start. It's going to be chaos, because if the car is very bumpy at the start while you're accelerating, it can make the car just veer to the left or right all of a sudden, and I really don't want to risk that. But like, even like if I can control it, maybe other drivers can't, and it'll eventually just spin into me, or like the whole pack would just crash into each other. Like, I just don't want that to happen. So I don't know what is gonna happen. Maybe we need to use a different track. Still Canada, but like a different track map. But I'll let that be decided by the mods of the league, of course. Okay, not a great lap, but here we go. Over the grid slots. It's yeah. It's one guy pointed out it was the skip marks, but I mean I'll just turn around the car here, which is already impossible to do because I don't have traction control off. I'll get black flagged anyway, it doesn't matter. But just to show you again, look, it just keeps going up and down when you go over the grid slots. It's I'll show you one more time. Oh, damn it.
Your engine is overheating. Shift left.
Shut up. Look. Yeah, I'm afraid that's gonna happen. Wait, let me just wait. Hold on. Let me try something. Say I start in P6. I don't have a great pace on this track anyway, so it's quite realistic. Say I start the race. It's already bumping from the start. It's not that bad, but it's still annoying. Especially when we go at higher speeds when you're actually in the race. But okay, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.